How do you keep yourself energized?
Take effing action. Put it together. And subscribe to Tom Penn's channel on YouTube now. Yeah, I like it. It's crazy.
Being an entrepreneur or being an entrepreneur, taking your career very seriously, is a very taxing endeavor. It requires you to have a lot of energy in order to be successful in what you do. You cannot run a successful business when you get tired around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You cannot be a successful entrepreneur if you have to go to bed at 8 or you need that 2-hour nap time during lunch. You need to be like an Olympic athlete. You need to have the power and endurance of an athlete in order to win in your business area. In many ways, entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship is like an Olympic athlete trying to win the gold medal, right? You gotta practice day and night, nonstop until you hit your goal. So the question is, how do you keep yourself energized so you have the endurance and power to last through the day and succeed in your goals? There is no right answer for everyone. Everybody is different. Everyone's bodies are different. So you have to experiment. You have to try different things, see what works for you. And I've tried many things for myself, and I found what works for me. And I am close to 50 today, and I can still work like a horse, 16, 18 hours. And, I can still fuck like a horse, right? So whatever I'm doing is working for me, but it may not work for you. So 3 things I want you to look at in your life that may help you become more energized. One is sleep. I take sleep very seriously. I need a good 6 hours sleep minimum, right? So 6 to 8 hours would be great, but usually around 6. It's not so much about how much I sleep, it's more about the quality of sleep. So if I'm going to sleep, I'm going to make sure that it's a quiet room. I'm not going to get disturbed. The lights are off so that I do not get interrupted during my sleep. What I realized for me was that, I don't really need that much sleep as long as I get good quality sleep. So I would invest in a really, really comfortable bed, comfortable pillow, and just make sure that you get quality sleep. And also, it's generally a good idea not to, watch your phone or iPad or computer, just before you sleep, because it tends to keep you awake and it disrupts your sleep as well. So I know that if I get really good quality sleep, I will have a very productive day the next day. If not, then my day would be pretty bad and I would need a lot of other things like coffee and pills to keep me, stay focused. So getting good sleep is quite important. Number 2, look at the food that you are eating, right? Again, this is not the same for everyone. Everybody has different power foods, right? So I can tell you for me, my power food is beef and eggs, right? So if I want to get a bit of a boost, I would have a nice steak. And I also found that eggs really help me mentally because eggs have choline. Choline is something that your body produces. It's something that your brain consumes as energy. So having a lot of eggs does help you cognitively. And I have as much eggs as I can, right? So yummy eggs. Again, everybody's different. My power foods are not necessarily your power foods. You have to experiment. You have to try different things, see what works for you. And for me, what I found is that moderation is the best. I don't eat too much to the point that I'm full, and I don't want to eat too little to the point that I am hungry. So it's sort of in the middle. I'm just a little bit hungry, but not too full, right? So it's generally in that state, I have the most energy. If I eat too much, then I feel lethargic, I'm tired. If I eat too little, of course, then I can't mentally concentrate. So somewhere in there is the right balance for me and also for you. Moderation is important. Here I tell you beef and eggs, but I don't just eat beef and eggs, right? I also eat a lot of different things. I have variety, but I know what my power foods are and what helps me, right? So find out what foods work for you. And number 3, do a regular checkup, right? So I haven't done this in a while, but usually I do this once every couple of years. I go to a doctor, I check my blood, I do a full checkup just to see where we can optimize, right? Just like, you're running a business, you're seeing your organization, how you can optimize, how can you make it better. It's the same with your body. So you go to a doctor, you do a whole bunch of tests. So they will tell you maybe your testosterone level is too low, or maybe they will tell you that you're vitamin D deficient, not enough sunlight, or they might tell you things that will help you optimize, right? So if you're vitamin deficient in some areas, you can get supplements that will also help you to stay optimal so that you can be more energized. So in summary, get good quality sleep. Look at what you eat. You are what you eat. And number 3 is make sure you get regular checkup to see where you're deficient and how you can improve and optimize your body. If you do all those things, you can be energized like me and work all day and fuck all night. Don't be a fucktard and take fucking action. Hey fucktards. After I made this video, I realized I missed something really important. The reason why you get tired in the afternoon, the reason why you cannot work long hours, the reason why you feel tired always may not have anything to do with your body. You see, your mind is always the first organ to give up. In the US military, they have this thing called the 40% rule. So what that means is that when a soldier feels that they cannot go on anymore, the military reminds them that they still have 60% of capacity left in their physical body. They have only used up 40%. It's just their mind telling them that they cannot go on anymore. So they want the soldier to continue to push on, fight on, so that they survive, right? So I want you to think about this, and the next time you feel you cannot go on anymore, that you're tired, you have to take a rest, just push a little bit harder, just push a little bit more, and you will find that each day you will expand your limit, and every day you can do more and more. Don't be a fucktard and take fucking action.